Well, you probably have some very fond memories and stories that are regarding other Collie enthusiasts and all of your experiences. Is there any in particular that you'd like to share?
Uh, One that comes to mind is Ada Shirley. She was a wonderful Collie breeder back in the 50s and 60s. And one of the first shows I took my first Collie to, this was Glen Acres Chaos of Hellgate.
What a name.
Yes, that was my thought. It's gotten better over the years. It was in Missoula, Montana, and she was there. It was a big, Montana circuit was big, and she came up to show her dogs, and of course I knew who she was, and Chaos went in and he took first in his class. Well, it was the novice class, and he was the only one. But I came out. Now you have to remember, this is my first dog. I came out with a big ribbon, and of course, I loved my dog. And this meant so much to me. Boy, talk about tearing up. I won't though. But Ada Shirley was there, and very tentatively I brought my dog up, and I said, Mrs. Shirley, can you critique my dog for me? I'm brand new at this, my first show. And she took his head in her hands like this, and she said, oh, Barbara, what a sweetheart. You love him, don't you? And I said, oh, I adore him. And she said, well, in confirmation, perhaps on a male we might make a little rounder muzzle, might work. And let me show you, the stop goes right here, between the eyes. And it usually isn't that long, but, that would just, and then the back skull. We generally like to have it flat and parallel to the muzzle. It shouldn't tip down. And, the ears might be up a little higher on the head. And, the nose is really black. And,
and you're still just talking about the head features.
Usually you don't have it fall down like this. And then she looked at its side and she said, the underjaw, this is the underjaw, Barbara, and, it could come out a little further. And we have what we call a nice finish here, and, it may be a little bit less steep. And I was just taking it all in because her hands were gentle, and she was smiling, and she was just loving him, and Chaos was wagging his tail. And he did have a nice body. She said, the hocks, though, they could be a little shorter. He was also white factored, and he had 1.5 foot long hocks, too. Yeah. And she said the tail, maybe just a little bit longer. It could, it does reach the top of his hock, but if they were a little shorter, it might work. Anyway, this is how she did it. And it was wonderful for me. I mean, she critiqued him in the way that I felt that he was still the most wonderful dog in the world, but I had something to aim for. So that's my story with Ada Shirley. Bless her heart.